Hi guys, it's me. I'm back with another video. This week it's going to be another book review. I have recently finished reading Full Moon by P.G. Wodehouse. I'm not quite sure if it's Roadhouse or Woodhouse. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but anyway, P.G. Wodehouse. It's one of his Blandings novels, which is basically, he has a couple of different series. He has the Blandings series, which is all set in Blandings Castle, which is an estate out Oxfordshire, Buckinghamshire way. It's never, I don't think it's actually quite clear where it is, but it's sort of in that area. And then he has the Jeeves and Worcester series, which is upper class gentleman and his valet. And then I think he also has some like side stories as well. But this is one of the Blandings ones. And I just love the Wodehouse books in general because they are very light, easy reads. There's nothing too heavy about them. And just the language he uses, it's that 1920s, 1930s, where just everything is just elaborated and wrapped in this like obscene metaphor. Like one of them here is like, to say Clarence was a little dense would have been an understatement. A jellyfish 30 points with an IQ 30 points lower than the next lowest jellyfish would not have come anywhere close to being as dense as cheese as Clarence. And he's like, I don't know what he means by a dense cheese. I'm assuming he just means a bit simple based on how Clarence is throughout the rest of the story. There's other great lines as well, like later on during dinner, you've got Veronica comes in wearing this lovely new dress and is like, "You'll look wonderful in it, V," said Prudence. "I shan't be there to see you, of course, because I should have drowned myself in the river by then. But I'll know you'll look marvellous." Just the like cheerful way she talks about killing herself, because as I'll come on to in a moment, farce. The plot of this is really sort of typical Shakespeare farce. You've got two gentlemen falling in love and engaged to two separate girls, and then hilarity and mayhem ensues as the mother-in-law gets involved and is like, "No, you can't marry this girl," drags her back to Blandings Castle, and the other guy has to like then try to sneak into Blandings Castle under various disguises, none of which goes wrong. And he then tries like climbing up the walls to her balcony, sort of Romeo and Juliet style, and then that goes wrong because he gets caught by the local pig farmer. Meanwhile, the other couple, he has his expensive diamond necklace, which is meant to be for his sister in America, but then Clarence gets something wrong, and the bracelet that was meant to be given to his girlfriend for her birthday gets swapped for the necklace. And she gets really excited that she's got the expensive diamond necklace, only to then be told that it's not actually for her and needs to be taken back, and then she refuses to take it back, and the mother-in-law refuses to give it back, and more hilarity and farce ensues. And as plots go, there isn't a lot to it. It is pretty much just that. It's just the two couples and the mayhem that goes on between them, which is a general theme in the Wodehouse books. There's not a huge deal of plot to them, but they still make for some very light, easy reading. And yeah, there's not really much more to say about it. It's just a wonderful book, worth reading, and I would have to give it a 9 out of 10, really. Because even though the plot is very thin, it doesn't need to be for this sort of thing. It's just feel-good, light-hearted reading. That's all you need, really. So yeah, that's my quick review of Full Moon by P.G. Wodehouse. This is like the 5th or 6th one I read of Wodehouse. I've read like Uckridge, and I've read Piccadilly Gym. I've read a couple of like other ones. Like one of them is just a series of short golfing stories narrated by a old retired major who is trying to talk this young gentleman through the perils of love, because he's like at the end of his tether after his girlfriend dumps him. So the major tells him these various golfing stories that apparently are meant to relate to love, and the young man never quite sees it and forces the major to get impatient, having to explain the moral of the tales. But they are really just lovely, light-hearted reading. So yeah, definitely a 9 out of 10. It's definitely one of the better books I've read for read recently compared to like Greatest Story on Earth by Bear Grylls. That was decent, but it's just the Bible retelling. And then the Waking Fire, that just wasn't impressive. So this is definitely one of the better books I read recently. So yeah, that is my rather quick review of Full Moon. But I shall see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.